D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is facing questions about her crime bill that's being debated in the D.C. Council. Now, while the police chief is backing the bill, some leaders, including the council chairman, says it does not address the crime crisis facing our city right now. Delia Gonzalez is back live outside the Wilson building. And Dee, since we last saw you right here at 4 o'clock, we know the mayor is now pushing back against some of her critics. What is she saying?
Yeah, she was very spirited, a very passionate conversation by the mayor, who said, listen, some of the actions by the D.C. Council during the pandemic is why we're here today. The mayor says criminals are not being held accountable. She says the police budget was slashed. Now she says the 3 crime bills before the D.C. Council are going to get this city back on track. COVID in our crime crisis.
We spent 3 years disrupting our ecosystem. I mean, and it's really out of whack.
Mayor Muriel Bowser saying the pandemic put a strain on our safety systems. Violence is skyrocketing. The murder rate, the highest we've seen in 2 decades. That's why she says her Act Now legislation aims to put the pieces back together.
It won't be a single thing, but I will tell you, every time that I see gaps in our law I believe are making us unsafe, and I'll advance those to the council.
Do you feel like these various iterations of crime bills that the city is now seeing is a knee-jerk reaction?
Mayor Bowser's Addressing Crime Trends Now Act is one of 3 crime packages before the council. Council Chairman Phil Mendelson says elements of the bills could be combined to make one catch-all legislation. But the mayor's proposal, he says, misses the mark.
The legislation that the mayor introduced actually deals very little, if at all, with what's top of mind for residents, which is homicides and carjackings and robberies.
The Act Now legislation calls for changes to police policy around car chases, neck restraints, and it would give officers the ability to view their body-worn camera footage before writing an incident report. It also addresses what the mayor calls emerging crime trends.
The ski mask and retail theft and open-air drug dealing.
But many residents testified before the council expressing concern about those proposed drug-free zones and possible civil rights violations. Mendelson calls the proposals, quote, constitutionally suspect, and says drug-free zones were repealed 10 years ago because of it. And get this, 10 years ago, Mayor Bowser was a Ward 4 council member, and she voted to repeal the drug-free zones 10 years ago, and that passed unanimously by the D.C. Council. Chairman Phil Mendelson says the Judiciary Committee, they held hearings on all these crime packages and will likely move forward with legislation in the beginning of the new year. We will certainly stay on top of that. Lorenzo?
In the meantime, we know these problems will continue, Dee, and our leaders need to figure out something quickly. Get on the same page.
Yeah.
Delia, thank you.